The longest debate in Elden Ring is how powerful is sorceries. Hello fellow Tarnises, this is Master Pain, and today I'm going to do a deep explanation on magic in Elden Ring, how powerful magic can be, how quick it is, how viable it is in a PvE environment and a PvP environment, and to end the older question, is magic overpowered or is it balanced? All questions will be answered very soon, but before I do it, make sure you follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description at SmartSmith22. I'm trying to get 20 followers and I'll be streaming on Twitch every day. Now, let's talk about the buffs you can give sorceries. There are 3 talismans that specifically buff sorceries. The first talisman I'm going to talk about, the Graven's Gold Talisman, which boosts your damage by 4%. It is a must, but it's a good enough boost that, because you can stack it with the higher version, which is the Graven Max Talisman, which is 8%. This will give you, if you combine it, 12% more damage. Now, the first talisman is the Magical Scorpion Sun, raise your magic power by 12%, but it lowers your damage negation. The max damage you can get from talisman 20% more damage. This is the talisman alone. There are more damage increases that you can use or abuse. For an example, you can use Seppuku weapon art on a weapon that can have weapon arts, like a Nausicaa Katana is what I use, and then use the talisman Lord of Blood Executed Talisman as your 4th. This gives you 20% damage boost for 20 seconds. With combined with all the other talismans, your spell will do 44% more damage without any other buff. I haven't even talked about the best buff that all mazes must use is Terra Magica. This spell costs 20 FP to cast, and it gives you a small area. If you're within it, your magic damage increased by 35% for 30 seconds. If you combine the buff of Terra Magica with Talisman that buff your spell, you will do around 79% more damage. Now, I haven't even talked about Wondrous Physic yet, but this is all pretty ridiculous damage if you think about it. The Wondrous Physic you must have to fully boost sorcery, if you want to beat the max damage, is the Magic Surrounding Crack Tip will give you a 30% damage boost in PvE and a 15% damage boost in PvP. Which the overpowered spell will do way more damage. Now, to fully use the most overpowered spell, as I said before, Common Azure, we all know Common Azure. In the second slot of the Wondrous Physic, you want to equip the Cerulean Hidden Tear, will make any FP consumption to 0 for around 8 seconds, which allows you to hold Common Azure for a crazy amount of time, which allows you to one-shot bosses. Now, the one spell that you need as a mage, the one spell that you must have as a mage, that 8-10 magnets, is Mighty Dark Moon, as when the attack hits, it will reduce the mana negation by 10% first, but if you hit with Frostbite, it will be 30%. For 1 minute. This will allow you to do more damage for a whole minute, which will still be enough to kill the bot as a mage. As if you're being a magician, a mage, you don't want a fight to be long. You don't want a fight to be long. Even if you can do high damage, your casting time is important, as all the powerful spells have long casting times. And most spells, if you activate them, you can easily be staggered out of them. Sadly, there are not many ways to increase your casting time for sorceries, except what I know by leveling up Dex or get the Talisman of Magical Icon. Increase your casting time by 100%, but it acts as 30 virtual Dex, apparently. On Infector, it acts as 30 virtual Dex. And with the statistic as this show, I will show you some NC+2 gameplay of a 190 made different bosses. And if you want a build video, I can follow it up with this. Come on. Okay. Okay, look at that. Okay, that worked. Fuck.
Well, ain't you just the textbook fucking definition of classy? But guess what, Jeeves? That garrote wire won't do shit for dick against armor this thick. What's that, Alfred? How thick is it? Well, half as thick as my dick. So thick enough that you need a fucking anti-tank rifle to pierce it. And I don't even see a piece on your wrinkly old ass.
Police girl, if you may.
Bitches love cannons.
Oh, fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh, fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle!
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
And I will become the god of this new world!
Emotional damage!
I'm charging my attack.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Finally, worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Emotional damage.
Well, you might be saying, magic overpowered. Look how quickly I killed all these bosses. But most of the bosses you saw me destroying were early bosses. And currently, as I said before, I am level 190, and I'm up to magic. And he bloody destroys me in new NZ Plus 3 when I attempt to use magic. But when I power stage my also Katana's, I have more sense against him. I actually almost killed him, but I couldn't. The results and research show that magic is great in PvP, but I've had no way close, as it takes a lot of bosses. It takes too long. A lot of bosses are resisted to magic, but I do admit the damage is great. But if you compare it to the current meta, the damage does nothing. Now let's talk how viable magic is in PvP environment. As in PvP, you can't use the same spell that you use in PvE environment. For an example of a spell you can't use is, of course, you can't use Comet Agile really. You can't really use Meteor of Astral. And you can't really use spells that take time or doesn't have great tracking, as people can just roll out of it. The best spell, in my opinion, to use in PvP as a spell caster is Bells of Ruin, Rani Dark Moon, and Carrion Fanic in the PvP environment. And they have great tracking, and as I mentioned before, Rani Dark Moon can give the buff 30% more damage negation. Now, before I show the gameplay as a maze, all the above buffs does work in PvP. Now enjoy these PvP clips.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
As you can see,
Hey, knock it off! There's a kid back there.
I'm in danger.
I'm charging my attack.
Emotional damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Why are we still here?
wait,
Just to suffer? Every night.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Emotional damage.
Are you posing? Okay, no.
rifle to pierce it, and I don't even see a piece on your wrinkly old ass.
Please go, if you may.
Bitches love cannons.
Oh, fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh, fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle!
Emotional damage.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running?
Emotional damage.
You can see from the clip that in PvP, I get mixed results. This shows that magic is weak in PvP environment, but I do vibe in PvP, as you can still win. Now, let's answer the big old question. After all the research that I done, is magic overpowered? If you look at the magic at face value, it definitely overpowered. I was able to destroy the first half of NG plus 2. But I was able to do it because I was somewhat over leveled for some of them. And if you look at other builds, like the current meta, which is Arcane Bleed build, it is normal compared to it, as Raising Gaming Video did a video on a build that's so fucking broken. It's crazy to see. And this showed that magic isn't overpowered. It is perfectly balanced, unlike Bleed. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, getting that far. Comment your opinion on magic, and make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.